Good evening, everybody, and welcome to IRC Season 13. Unlucky for some, Round 2. Here we are in Mexico in F1 2025. So, quali has gone underway, and we have everyone on the softs apart from Dark Knight being the odd one out. You know, why not? Maybe he's doing a few race runs. But yeah, I'm Moto, and joined with me in the stream is Dan. What's up, man? How you been?
Good to be back, Moto. I've been doing alright. What about yourself, mate?
Yeah, it's been a while certainly, and it's good to be back commentating. It's good to have these boys out on track again, and yeah, things have just been going great so far. But into Mexico we go. As I said, we have a banker time on board with Natsu, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, in P1 the McLaren 16.1. So, a bit about Mexico, very technical, high downforce circuit. You'd be surprised, even with that long straight into turn one. You need a lot of downforce here for the third sector. So, yeah, it's going to be tricky in qualifying with the track limits. And so far, it seems that we have a few more times coming in. But again, Natsu's time, banker lap seems unsurmountable so far. FIFA Kanak making a return to F1 after a good 2-3 years. It'll be interesting to watch him in the Williams. But yeah, Dan, what are your 2 cents on this grid? Because it's been a while for me and I am not very familiar with these names.
Well, if you're saying it's been a while for yourself, then
Uh,
so the last time, well, I still kind of played. I did a few races last season, but I've been kind of out of touch. And this season, say, the moves up by how many tenths is that? 5 tenths half a second. Uh, yeah, this grid looks
oh,
pretty packed, and Nitro has gone and kissed somebody. Yes, he's lost his front wing, front right end plate. So he's got
I think
that.
he's done a bit more, something more intimate than just a kiss because he's DNF'd as well. He's DNF'd Ritesh, or Ritesh has unfortunately succumbed to that incident and DNF'd out of qualifying with a very mediocre banker on the board. He's not going to be happy with that with most of the session left. So, not a good start for those two. That'll certainly be looked at by the stewards post the race. But yep, Dan, so far it seems that Aradhya's time is too quick for the grid. 5 tenths this early on is a massive gap in qualifying.
Yeah,
But yeah,
indeed. But of course, I'm expecting. One, oh, sorry, just a second. Uh, I just realized I wasn't
I
streaming
think I
the
just saw
game
that.
on the screen. Oh God, rookie mistake. In my defense, it's been almost a year and a half since I last streamed, so
Yep,
apologies, viewers.
no problem. We're just a bit rusty, folks. Though we're back on the action. But yeah, these things do tend to happen. But if you were paying attention to our voices, yeah, Ritesh has unfortunately DNF'd, as you can see on the leaderboard. There was an incident between him and the Haas of Nitro. So, yeah, we'll have to look at what is going to proceed in the stewards' room regarding that. Let's go on board. We're on board a lap. Ritesh is very unhappy. You can see his mic
Yeah.
triggering in the bottom left. He is probably
Venting his
shouting some very
frustrations.
fancy words in the lobby, but let's hope that's muted for everyone else. King James, I think, has visually does seem to have backed out. Yeah, he's harvesting, so yeah, he's backed out.
Let me just quickly turn on the
But
track map. I can get a better idea. Yep. Go on, Moto.
yep, that's great. Yeah, okay, here we go on board a lap, a push lap on board the Ferrari of Sleazy Ooh. Through the S's, he's going a very nice lap line through there, playing with fire in the with the track limits
I don't
into
think
this
he's.
right hander.
I don't think he's
Oh
on
yeah.
the lap. He's 4 seconds off. Uh,
Okay, maybe I think he's just backed off after invalidating. I did see that he did invalidate. On board the other Ferrari in Zeus. Let's see if he does live up to his name and put in a lightning fast second sector. Looks very, very on the edge through that S section. It looked like the car was just about to slip away under him.
And he's a
But no,
second and a
he's
half.
not.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, that's more like it. Pre and the Red Bull finally usurping Aradhya's time with a 15.5. 10th clear. And that's not that much of a gap as we're used to seeing with how dominant Pre has been in the F1 game. So, yeah, Aradhya is quite close with that banker. And mind you, he did set that lap very early on. So, the track has evolved under him. Ritesh is still thereabouts in the lobby, but I won't pay much more attention to that. A Kingmaker into turn one using all the track
Oh,
on
there
the
we go.
entry, and that's a bit too much ambition right there as he loses the rear on braking. But yeah, Dan, so far it seems it's taking a bit of time for these drivers to get used to the track limits over here, and with how much you have to, push in this S section, especially to extract the time. It seems that these drivers are just getting up to pace. What do you think about that?
Yes, certainly. I think, but I feel like with these S sections should be relatively easier this game if you're on a wheel, because you have more control over your ERS deployments here. So most people would prefer to leave it, save some ERS for the straights and save it for the corners, so that you don't have that risk of losing traction in those fast left and right handers. But still, in these corners like turn one and all, if you're because of how easy it is to lock up in this game compared to 2023 and 24. October 24. But last game I played was 23. Yeah, it's and plus it's kind of easy to overheat your tires as well, so that also plays into this. But yeah, that's probably why you can see that the drivers are kind of still, especially because of your tires overheating, that that some of them are losing grip in the corners.
Yep, that's pretty insightful actually. This I forgot to mention. I think this game does have a bit more. It has a bit more of a strategic factor in terms of ERS management. We see Helium just crossing the limits on the right there in the S section, as you mentioned before. Very very tricky, filtering through that section when you're on the edge. It's just really hard to keep the car within the confines of the limits over there. But yeah, the ERS management is very interesting as I'm trying to explain this, but Pre puts in a stonking lap of a 15.5.
5.
Oh, it's still a 5. So he's improved, but not by much. He was a 9 and hundredths up. Now he's a 1.2 tenths up on Aradhya. So a very small improvement. But yeah, about the ERS, it's as you said, it's very interesting that how much more control you have over it in this game. So the race strategy is that much more impactful. Where you use it, where you save it. You can use it to save your tires on exits as well by turning it down. So yeah, a lot more you can do with that. It reminds you of the good old days of F1 2019, where you could also do the same thing with not only ERS but fuel. Unfortunately, the FIA did ban the fuel flow. What would I call modulation in the race? You can't do it in the race. Sleazy. We saw him 1.4 seconds off in the S section. We spoke too soon, Dan, because he's 4 tenths up on Pre the Pro. This late into qualifying, that's a monumental lap time from the Ferrari driver. Very quick lap time. King James in the Pepto Bismol Alpine is going through sector 3 into the stadium section. The hairpin just giving a lot of steering luck, trying to get the car rotated through there into the last section. When you're just gliding, it feels like you're just gliding across that last corner. Sticks to the inside to minimize the distance to the line. Massive improvement, but still half a second off P1.
Yeah, indeed, and I think it's more to do with how to drive, how you handle the cars in this particular game rather than just having outright pace. Because the way from what I've seen so far, it's the way you gain time in quali is just by going flat out and just flicking your wheel left or right,
Hmm.
going 180 degrees, turn, and your car still stays glued to the track, kinda. Of course, it looks super arcadey, but it gains you a lot of time. And I think a lot of people they're super fast in qualifying because of that. But in race, you try to do that, and your tires will
Yeah,
get
you'll
toast.
cook your tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly you cannot do that in the race, and I think that's what separates the race trims from race merchants, if you would call them, from the quali merchants, where you have you need to know your limits of the car and of the tires and how to manage them. You can't be flick steering like that and like you do in qualifying in the races. As you said, you will cook your tires and your race as well. But more so than that, we are joined by Madhav in the com box. So hello Madhav, how have you been? And welcome.
I'm good, man. How are you?
All good, brother. And as you can see, we have progressed into qualifying. It's Mexico. We're left with 3 and a bit minutes in this session. The top three. Well, the P1 is certainly a surprise. I think. What's the phrase? A wolf in sheep's clothing, if you were to call it, because none of us expected that after we saw his banker lap. But yeah, certainly the Ferrari is proving to be a handful for the fast boys behind him. The Radhya and King James having a lot of questions in their minds as to how to usurp that time because 3 minutes to go and we cannot see a lap time on the board from either of those guys yet.
We have one retirement. What happened there? Or did he just retire in the pits?
No, there was an incident between the Haas of Nitro and Ritesh, and unfortunately, we weren't able to capture it on the
Oh,
stream.
okay.
So that will be looked at after the race. But yeah, it seems the big names. We also have Helium making a return. I think Dan, we forgot to mention that it's been a while for him as well, but he finds himself almost 9 tenths of P1 right now. Kingmaker catches a bit too much of that inside curb. Very good on him not to reverse onto the track and still way out of the racing line. That's how it's done, folks. Good example right there. But yeah, too much curve on the inside and on that corner and round the car went. But yeah, Dan, you know what? Let's go on board this Red Bull because I think this will be a mega lap from Pri as he's gonna start his lap off. On the starting, you're supposed to take a wider line as you can probably extend that duration you're on the straights for and every thousandth
I don't think
rounds in
he's
F1.
pushing this lap. Look at he's not turned on his ERS.
Oh, so probably this is a warm up lap. Do you
Ah,
think that's required in this game, Dan? Because
uh,
I definitely didn't see that coming.
I don't think so. I think he just either he forgot to
I
turn
think he
on
just
his
forgotten
ERS.
to turn in.
Surely not. I highly doubt a driver like Pri would forget to turn on his ERS. Maybe it is a warm up lap, but it does seem cloudy, and
Okay.
he's certainly backed off, letting
Uh,
cars go by.
Oh, that's not legal.
okay.
It's fine.
To the steers to decide.
Yep. Bit of grass on his tires, but yeah, I think it could honestly be a warm up lap because it does seem a bit overcast and maybe a bit too cool for the tires right now to heat up. Maybe on just the out lap. Uh, but yeah, maybe that has been factored into this game now that you do need to do a warm up lap. But yeah, let's go on board a Radhya who is very evidently pushing already down to 50% ERS. So for sure he's used overtake mode, but I don't think that's the right. He's gotten the right line through there. He seemed very wide in the second right-hander, and yeah, he is evidently down. Zeus has retired. Is that on track or is
It looks
that in
like
the
an
pits?
on-track retirement. I can still see
Think
his car.
That's punishable, pre losing the rear end under braking.
I wonder how much he's gonna lose because of that. Let's see.
3 turns has to
you
be.
run a very rare
Yeah.
word bias in this game.
I think.
Uh, I'm not quite sure. I think Dan would be able to answer that better. What do you think, Dan?
Well, no, I think it's just easier to lose your ears in this game compared to the other
Hmm.
the last few titles. It's
Okay.
because in the last 50 meters or so, it's very easy to lock up, and
Hmm.
and it can be either side of the car, like oh there we so just thought I'll let you know P2 Helium has moved into P2. But more on what I was saying, it's very easy to lock up in this game. You push the brake bias a bit forward, your fronts lock up. Push it to the back, your rears lock up. So you have to be quite proficient with your braking here.
I guess you can't spam your downshifts then in this,
Probably.
version of the game.
Nah, I don't think engine braking. I don't. I think we had that. I think that the setting was there in the last game in 24, but for some weird reason they decided to take it out. I don't know. It's really it's a bit weird that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, certainly that could be maybe just being that setting being bugged, but that is qualifying done, folks. Sleazy takes a surprise pole in their Scarlet Red Ferrari with a 15.1, followed by Hacker or Helium, and then Pre and King James, and then Aradhya Gupta, FIFA Kanak in P6, Dark Knight Zeus, ABD, Apexen, Tropy round off the top 10, and then yeah, that's your qualifying that's your grid for the race, and it seems in the end no one could dethrone that time set by the Ferrari. Uh, it'll be very interesting to see that rundown return one. IRL that rundown has decided the result of the Grand Prix because of how hard it is to overtake on this track. But surely on this game on the game we'll get more. Overtakes in the infield section, but that rundown return one will be very interesting. And pole position is actually not what you want here. You actually want P4 or 3, where you can benefit from the slipstream of the car in front, if I'm not wrong. But for the race, it seems we have a dry session. And in terms of strategy, I have no earthly idea. I think yesterday they were doing some social race and they ran a medium soft or medium hard, which is absolutely ridiculous. With the tire wear must be like absolutely rampant here then, surely.
I was overhearing ABD saying today that he was gonna run a hard medium because because the mediums were getting cooked after 7 laps apparently. Yeah,
That is, yeah.
tire wear is pretty horrible in this game if you're on controller, because obviously your inputs are left and right and nothing else, nothing in between. But whereas if you're on the wheel, um, it's more fine tuned obviously. So you're not destroying your front tires that way. But it's yeah, because and also and plus
Just imagine the guys on the keyboard.
I think you have to be super brave if you wanna drive on keyboard. Oh, we've got formation.
Might have to do a four stop if you're on that input device. But formation lap is underway. And yep, as we were both discussing, it's either medium or the hards. No one's dared to opt for the softs. Even with a high chance of safety car, I think the softs are like very reminiscent of the hyper softs. I think they were done in 2018, where they only worked for like 2 laps or 3 laps. IRL as well, and then it was time for a change of tires. So yeah, I think the softs are just useless in the race runs and right now in this title. But yeah, hards or mediums are the way to go, and it seems the top two are on contrasting tires as well. So I think it's going to be interesting to see if the Ferrari can actually get that much of a better start and not be in danger of being overtaken into turn one. Though I highly doubt it because the slipstream is very potent in this game as well.
Slipstream is quite powerful, but and correspondingly, the dirty air is as impactful as well. You have you cannot get your car to turn if you're behind another driver. You're pretty much forced to lift off 50% at least mid corner. Considering how considering Mexico's SS, where
Ooh.
when you have clean air, just as I say that, Helium pulls off a nice drift. Quite amusing to see on stream. But
Wait, so Hacker is here?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
hopefully hasn't cooked his tires too much.
I think he was just warming them up and putting on a show for the stream with that nice little catch there. The drivers are about to line up. It's Nitro who we're waiting on, trying to take it very, very easy on his tires. Yeah, as you can see, just taking his wily old time and getting ready to park it in the grid box.
And
Oh,
he
I think he's overshot. Yep, he overshot it. Oh, okay. That's all right. It's fine. It goes to black screen regardless. So, yeah, we're ready to go for 5 lights. 3, 4, and 5. Bit of a pause, and here we go. Helium does not get off the line at all. Was that reaction time? Was that a glitch? We do not know. The Ferrari gets away very well, and he's uncontested into turn one. I think he's going to take the lead, and as usual, gets a beastly start as well on controller and gets speed too. Around there, trying to overtake Helium as well after that start. I think there's a car which is half spinning in the background. No, everyone's gone off well. And yeah, very, very clean start from the boys. I think, though I did see a bit of debris flying in the background there, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, very good start from these guys, and a few positions are being shuffled up and down. Kanak has lost quite a few places. Dan, if you could go to the places gained page on the thing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, as I said, Kanak has lost 6 places. He is one to struggle on starts. He was asking me, or he was telling me that the starts in this game are not suitable for him. It's like it's taking him a lot of time to get used to. But yeah, surely he's going to figure that out and carve his way through the grid now. But biggest gainers it seems so far is Webb of Kanna in the Mercedes. 4 places up. Zeus as well, 2 places up, and as we saw, Helium or Hacker in P5 has lost 3 places because of that. A very delayed start for him. Maybe it was the reactions, or maybe it was just the game bugging out for him. We do not know so far. Fury is in the pits.
I did see that he had a bit of wing damage. Look at Natsu and FIFA Kana.
No, that's Mohan. He's getting. It's almost a 4-car battle now. With Kanak is, I think, just charging his batteries to maybe make a move later. But yeah, Mohan defends that position. He tries his best and he does defend that position, and he'll have to wait for an attack later on.
Yep, Kanak is going to get the full taste of dirty air, as you said, Mohan. I think something, maybe he's lost his car in the S section. Yeah, he's lost a couple of places over there, and that's very unfortunate for him over there. Kanak gaining 1 place from that. We see Natsu and Kanak trying to go around the outside in the stadium section. Still side by side, bit more wheel banking and bit more wheel banking, but they just
He's
about
lost
make
both
it
his
through.
end plates now.
Has he? I can't
I think
quite
he's
tell
lost
from the
one.
stream.
I'm not sure about the other one.
Let's have a look. It's not a good angle. The slipstream is very powerful. It's 3 wide into turn 1 almost. Kanak rightfully backing out of that, and the Haas takes the both of the cars. I think yeah, he's lost one end plate. You're right, Madhav. The left end
Yeah.
plate is missing for the McLaren of Atsu. But yeah, there was a lot of ERS usage from the Haas of Apexon over there, and hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him on later on with how hard. I think it is hard to regenerate ERS over here. I'm not quite sure if you would quote me on that, Dan, but so far it seems that what the order was after turn 3 or 4 is remains the same, barring a few incidents here and there. But on board with Marco Varadya trying to get past Pre.
We're gonna see some team orders between the Williams. FIFA Kanak and E-Dog.
I've never seen him in a VC, so there won't be any team orders. It'll just be no holds barred.
Oh my God.
Team orders because FIFA Kanaka was at E-Dog. He's literally just went on the grass.
What a move.
Position, and FIFA Kanaka loses.
All that work he did has just gone. He's back to where he started.
I think he's behind where he started.
Okay, yeah, 7.
Yeah, it has not been a fortunate race for the Williams Kanak there. I think he's struggling a bit in the dirty air. But
there's a Ferrari.
Sleazy's off. Sleazy's off. The leader of the race has gone off in the S section, and that is Curtims for his race so far. He's dropped down to 8, so it's not completely over. But yeah, that he will be kicking himself for that, and his car seems very all over the place after that. I think his tires are a bit too hot. So he needs to take a chill pill and cool down himself and his tires right there.
And I think FIFA Kanaka has also lost.
Oh, it's gone from bad to worse for this man here.
Aradya Gupta, who's been kind on his ERS and probably his tires as well. But I think his mediums must be dying at this point. Should be way past the crossover point.
In lap 4?
Oh, definitely.
Damn.
Because I've done some of the other tracks, and the mediums they wear at a rate of 10% per lap.
That's wild.
Yeah. So yeah, I would be surprised to know that the tire wear is pretty much the same.
Sleazy's absolutely lost all flow or all confidence he has. He's being hurried by the kick-sauber of ABD now. I think his tires are just they're just raging with full. They're just so hot that he's not got any grip in the infield part of the track, and through this mechanical section in the stadium section where the tires are crying even more. They're going to be struggling even more. Yeah, Sleazy really needs to sort of take it a bit more easy on the tires. I think he's just driving way too much over the limit, and certainly that's biting him right now. Everybody who was attacking the Ferrari in front now has to look at his mirrors as he's got web of Khanna all over the back of him. Aradhya has pulled out 1 second, as you said, Dan. I think Pri's mediums and King James's mediums are very worn out compared to the hards right now of Aradhya. However, Hacker, he did lose out quite a bit at the start, and now he's in P4, and he's surely going to be just gaining on the cars in front. Everybody is hurrying, absolutely pushing that Ferrari along in this infield section. This is a complete contrast to what we saw in qualifying, and I have no clue what's happening right now to that Ferrari.
Speak with
Oh.
commentators,
Yep.
example of that.
Took some time to kick in. I moved on to ABD, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's just a little rust from your commentator dressing. But yes, Helium has lost two places in P4. 7 seconds behind the leader. But yeah, I was just about to say that it was looking like it would be his race to win.
Mhm.
If he just kept it clean, no mistakes.
I think Ritesh and Natsu are having a fight. Karnak is just overtaking Mohan into turn one, and Mohan gets a bump from the McLaren. Or Ritesh gets a bump from the McLaren behind, and now he's all over the back of E-Dog. So it's a good comeback drive so far from this man who did DNF. Uh, unknown to some circumstances which we just saw on screens, just on the banner that there was an incident between him and Nitro. Nitro, however, luckily is nowhere near him on track. Otherwise, I think that battle we would have a bit more blood on our hands if we were to see that battle out on track as well. But Ritesh doing a great comeback drive right now, and yep, that's an easy move down the inside in this section. Sends it. Is the Williams going to try to hang it around the outside? I think he's still on the inside. No, he does clear him into the hairpin, and that's a very nice and tidy move. But again, as you said, the hards are just coming into their element, and whereas the mediums are just crying for help right now.
Yeah, it should be a high time then for the first medium runner of the day. Let's think E-Dog is also pitting. Yep, crossover point has been reached. We should be seeing close to half the field with pitting next lap.
Yep. Very interesting how the hards are the new mediums and the mediums are the new softs in this game. Certainly not what I had expected in terms of tire wear, but it seems that in all this talking, I think Pre got overtaken by King James, and he finds himself staring at that bubblegum livery right behind in the stadium section. That's a nice helicopter shot showing the different lines these drivers are taking through this very tight and twisty and technical section of the track. It's a nice exit, does the Alpine, and Pre does find himself 7 tenths behind, but I think the TRS plus ERS combo is just going to be way too powerful for the Alpine, and yep, before the braking zone, he was 7 tenths back, and he still got him before the braking zone, which is quite nasty in my opinion. How potent the ERS, if used rightly, is. Could we have a look at the ERS levels of these two respective drivers, if that's possible, Dan? And maybe then we can have a better outlook as to who's managing and who's just dumping it all.
But for now, I think King James is doing a good job staying. I mean, they are both harvesting,
Yeah.
and I think he knows that Free is trying to pull away and use managing his ERS at the same
Oh,
rate as we see here. Apex, Natsu, and FIFA Kanak. This is round 3, I believe. How did Apex? Oh, that is a big slide into going into sector 3. And how did Apex get behind them again?
I think
Wasn't he in front?
he got pushed out wide, no, from what I saw in that right-hander. Uh,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, very easy to do that because there's like so much runoff, so you just tend to push the driver out wide, and they can still hang it around the outside. But it seems Apex and was got caught a bit too off guard regarding that. Zeus going for a move on Helium, I think, or is it Helium trying to get back on
Yeah,
Zeus? Is a good battle, yeah.
as Helium looks for the dive and rightly backs out. Don't want
Sorry,
any
folks.
more
There
front
seems
ends
to
being
be a
donated.
bit of lag on stream. Nothing we can do about it so far. I think Dan has gone AWOL as of now. I think he's trying to fix that. But from what we can see, Helium and Zeus are having a terrific wheel-to-wheel battle. Into the S's we go. Helium is still sticking as close as he can to that Scarlet Ferrari, and he's surely gonna dump quite a bit of ERS and get the move done because Helium is one driver who does not like to be stuck behind a Ferrari. There was a bit of a slide from the kick saber there, but yeah, he's very close behind. And let's see, this move
Oh,
Nitro
as
has
we have
retired
a retirement of
in the
Nitro in
pits.
the pits. Okay. Around the outside, can he make it stick? Oh, he goes super deep into the corner, but uh, Zeus is still hanging on, but eventually he has to give up the position. Great racing.
Yep, great, neat, and respectful racing from those two there. Helium is gonna try to mitigate all the damage he got from that spin. He succumbed to. We have a yellow flag in turn one. Ooh, there's a bit of contact, and that's AVD going right into the back of Sleazy, and he's lost an end plate, surely. Sleazy has dropped down to P11, albeit he has made a stop. AVD has also made a stop, but now he's missing an end plate, and you do not want to be a car without an end plate. In Mexico, it's absolute torture. There's no front end which you require for these tight and twisty corners, and AVD is hurting in that Kickstarter right now. I don't know if he misjudged his braking or if Sleazy just broke very late or moved under braking. We didn't get a good look at that, but surely AVD is not going to be pleased with himself or with the driver in front. We do not know.
I remember seeing a Haas just parked on the outside.
Oh, as he goes for
Just
the
cuts
dive
the
and he
corner.
cuts the corner.
Yeah, but
Uh,
there was a Haas parked on the
And he
outside.
goes for it again.
oh, he gets the switchback done. That's a beautiful move actually from AVD. While
I
I think
think
the
he
Red Bull
has
is
damage
hitting.
this way.
I think the Red Bull is just not in a good
That's
condition,
not the
or
pit
maybe.
line, bro.
It's all right. King James now following behind FIFA Kanak. And Kanak has made his way back to P6, albeit that is because that is the result of the pit stops in front of him. But he is on the hard tire, so he can stretch this out. And I think he might actually try and go for a one stop, though that will be very torturous in the latter stages of the race with the amount of tire wear he'll have. But if he can make it work, surely he's going to gain a lot of time, and I think that's the only way he can gain more positions is by just doing one stop less than those around him. So far, it seems he's just hanging on, but 11 laps on the hards, I think shouldn't be that much tire wear on him. On those tires, albeit he did suffer a spin. We have a nice little four-car battle between a Haas, VCARB, and two McLarens just tussling it out. They're all on near on equally worn tires. I think Kingmaker is on the most worn out over here. But we see the VCARB trying to go for a move. Mohan trying to go for a move on Natsu. And
Oh, as
there's
we see
a
the
spun.
spinning McLaren
Yeah,
of,
I think
I think that's
That's
Kingmaker.
Kingmaker. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those,
unlucky, but
yeah, I think the brake bias was a bit too rearward for that braking zone, maybe, or something was an issue for that car over there. Very unnatural place to lose the rear end, but we go on board E-Dog and the other Williams, and I think he's going to get the move done. Around the outside, ABD defending very hard. E-Dog trying to turn into him. ABD not giving that much room. Goes around the outside and holds his line. That's some nice, aggressive, but very much fair racing. And into the S section we go. I think
as
that's not the end
P
of that
heads
story.
into the pit lane, he's doing
Yeah,
a stop. What is the strategy here? Is it a two stop or?
I think a two stop on merit or on raw pace is faster, but one stop I think will lose you less time because you're doing well one less pit stop, and then you don't have to negotiate traffic two times like the other guys have to. So maybe the one stop is faster if you do manage it, but I think the two stop is the safer option with how worn those tires will get at the end of each stints if you are doing the one stop. Further on down
So
the grid,
if you said this mediums were at 10% a lap, so that means they would have to take it to at least lap 26, right?
yeah, which is going to be very hard to do. For Kanak, I think he has to go to the mediums now, so we'll have to wait and see how far he can take those hard tires. We're not even halfway into the race, so a lot more laps left for him. We have a yellow flag in the middle sector. I think there was a bit of wheel banking going on there, but it's clear now. AB no, it's Helium goes around the outside. Beautiful move on Ritesh there, though. I think the tire difference is just way too vast for Ritesh to offer any sort of meaningful defense from the kick Sauber over there. Further on in front, we have Pre going for a move on FIFA Kanak, and Kanak is wise to not fight that. He's on a completely different strategy, as we mentioned, Madhav, doing the one stop. So he needs to make sure he doesn't have any wheel spin, and he's as gentle as he can be on those tires right now.
I think Pri has committed to the two stop. I think most of the leaders have committed to the two stop.
Yeah.
Was Helium on hards? I think so, right?
Yes. He was.
Yeah, so I think all of them. Oh, as we have some RJ Barji here between Ritesh and Dark Knight. Ritesh trying to
Yeah.
defend, but unaware that there is a car there.
I don't think Dark Knight's going to be too happy about that. He will for certain be very vocal regarding Ritesh's antics there. Will he send it down the inside? There's no need for Ritesh to defend this very hard. He will get the benefit of DRS if he lets him by, and yep, there you go. I think he's going to get the DRS, so that is only going to matter if he sticks closely to Dark Knight, and so far the gap is just increasing
And
by
he has
every
split.
meter, and he's spitting. So yeah, there was no need to defend at all.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, Sleazy, after having his spin in the early stages of the race, is sort of caught back up to his teammate. So those two Ferraris are going to have a tussle in the ground, in the streets of, well, not the streets of Mexico on this circuit, but so far it seems that Aradhya is untouchable this race. 3.8 seconds. We have a battle for P6. Zeus trying to hold it around the outside. Daki very aggressive with the inside over there, and Zeus has to back out for now. And he does have a. Let's have a look at the penalties. Mexico is. It's very easy to get penalties here. You were already on the penalties tab, Dan. Don't worry about that. 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 10 seconds, and a few more threes, and then Natsu with 16 seconds of penalties. He's not going to be too happy about that. But yeah, it's going to be important for the drivers in front not to pick up any penalties of their own, because it's just a free position, when you don't have a penalty and you're fighting with drivers who do. As the Helium does set the fastest lap of the race with an 18.4, and he is catching Pri very, very rapidly. So surely this move is going to be done very soon. Oh, there's a
Oh,
bit
I
of
see
front
a
wing
wing
flying.
there.
Yeah,
I think
there's a
that
bit
was
of debris.
I think that's his right hand plate. I'm not too sure though. Must have had a bit of contact with Dark Knight.
Yep,
But he's still
and
going
he's
for it.
still going for it. Yep, it's his front right end plate is missing from his car, and he's somehow still the ailing car is still finds himself in front of the Aston who he's battling with. But right now, let's have a look to this S section. How much he's going to hold up. Yep, you can see him understeering off the circuit there. That car does not have the front end he's used to, and he's going to have to recalibrate and redo and rethink everywhere how to uh, put his car into the corners there, because he does not have that front grip anymore. But he's still holding his own against Dark Knight. Yeah, I think the front wing damage is not that amplified in this game. Maybe it's not that important with how much ground effect matters. I'm not quite sure,
Yeah,
but it seems that Dark Knight is going to get the move done here. Move side by side into turn ones and two, and Zoo still holds his own against Dark Knight. They're great battling, and Darky is surely getting fed up with this battle, as these two are closing on to the very slow moving Williams, who's just preserving his tires for the one stop. So let's see how he's going to factor into this battle, and Sleazy is not too far behind as well.
Yep. Darky still kind of struggling to not not struggling exactly, but yeah. Zeus is just putting on quite a tough fight. In spite of Darky having DRS in the first and the second straights, Zeus is just sending the car left and right. But now he's got the feeling of DRS to FIFA Kanak. FIFA Kanak says set to lose 2 positions into this turn here. He barely puts up a fight, which will give Zeus another chance, another lap to survive. But I think he's
Also gives him DRS.
also give another dose of DRS as well, of course. But I think outright Darky just has better pace. It's just Zeus is quite defending quite well, quite aggressively, but it's I think within the rules. I did see him push Darky into the grass in I think turn 2 before in the last lap. But yeah, he's still managing to hang. But next lap, I think it will be hard, because Zeus probably must be. Oh no, never mind. He's got 70% DRS still in his tank, and let's see
Yeah.
Dark Knight is about the same.
Same amount,
Oh,
yeah.
and it looks like King James has Bree has made the move on King James back to Dark Knight. Still behind him, so Zeus is probably running a lower downforce setup and spamming DRS at the same time. So it's still ahead of Dark Knight in this corner. Dark Knight gets a really kind of good exit, still maintains the gap. But Zeus is surely on a lower downforce setup, because Dark Knight barely gained it from his time to those 2 straights.
Lower downforce, and even more so because of that missing end plate. So yeah, he's doing very well with the tools he has right now.
Compared
And
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty much like that situation with Felipe Massa in I think the 2010 to 2013 seasons, where he lost his he damaged his front wing, but that ended up in him being faster. Some situation like that now.
Absolutely, and Dark Knight will be very puzzled as to why he cannot get this move done, but surely he has it in the bag now. He's following him 4 tenths behind. Both of these guys will be dumping. Zeus again goes ultra defensive into turn 1. Into turn 1, yeah, he's barely gaining anything. Goes for the almighty send And Zeus hangs it around the outside, and Dark Knight again unable to get the move done on the Ferrari. This is some fantastic defending, if I do say so myself. From what I could see, very much within the rules of the rule book, within the confines of the rule book, and it seems that sh- this is proving a massive hurdle for the Aston Martin so far. Uh, because surely he's seen that damage of the car, and again you can see just visibly how understeery Zeus's car is to the cess section. He has to get the move done in this infield as Darky, because everywhere else I think Zeus just has a bit more straight line speed than the Aston behind him. So that is the only thing that's keeping him alive, because through the sections of the track where the downforce is required, he's struggling massively.
Yes, indeed. Surely it's the dirty air, the amplified dirty air effect from F125 itself. But oh man, Zeus has got so much more top speed than Dark Knight. Although Dark Knight decides to take a different approach from his last few laps, and as we see,
Oh, there's one
he
mind plate
lost his
gone.
other end
Oh,
plate
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And
Uh,
I think
move
that's
so nice, had to do it twice. Both of them are gone for the Ferrari now, and yep, I think he's going to have no turn in whatsoever in these corners, and we'll see Dark Knight pull like probably a second and a half or maybe more of a gap. Yeah, you can see it's already down to what, 7.5 tenths, 8 tenths. Yep, just going to keep on increasing, and there's that chronic understeer the Ferrari is getting right now, and yeah, not gonna help him whatsoever. I think he just ran into the back of him there, did the Ferrari. I'm not quite sure what happened, but it's going to be investigated after the race.
yeah, it seemed like.
But
Oh, sorry, Moto. I was just saying that.
yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
it seemed like that. He was Zeus was trying to do the switchback, but ultimately just ended up going on throttle too soon.
Yeah,
Before he could completely go on to the side of Dark, before he could get the correct angle, he just stamped on it and went straight into Darky's exhaust.
yep. Very unfortunate there. I think he just miscalculated the traction he was going to get. The two McLarens are putting on a show in the back. Natsu's on soft eyes. Hello there. Okay. He's certainly trying to go for fastest lap, surely. But right now he seems to be stuck behind his teammate who is on the hard tires. So he's going to try and get that move done and then go for fastest lap, surely. But so far it seems that I think there's a bit of damage on the McLaren, or he's just struggling to keep up in the dirty air of his teammate in front. Battle of the McLarens is surely going to be entertaining to watch further on down, but further up ahead, King James just barely hanging on to the DRS of Pre in the Red Bull there, and as Zeus picks up a 3-second penalty to make his day from bad to worse. He's going to have Sneezy all over the back of him soon with that chronic understeer he's getting. But yeah, King James is, as I said, barely keeping within DRS. Helium is on those medium tires, which will surely be showing their age right now, as you said, Dan. But all in this, it has to be said, Aradhya is again, just no one's bothering him at all. 8 seconds in the clear. I don't think anything can bring him down whatsoever. I'm surely not trying to commentators curse him. That's a very nice slide for the cameras as King James is on the edge of limit there. He's gone off. He's gone off. I spoke too soon.
Second time.
Second time. I spoke too soon. He had a nice slide and then he had a bigger one later on. And yeah, he's lost a position to Helium, who finds himself in the podium positions after that awful start. So yeah, he will surely be taking that place with a massive grin on his face. But he goes into the pits, and it's time for his last stop onto the hard tires.
See Aradhya also getting hindered by the blue flag cars of I think that's Apex, Entropy, and the other and Fury. But Apex, Entropy, and Fury themselves are having a battle, so not quite sure if they can afford to lift off here. But oh well, the cars are still ghosted, so yeah, we can just go through each other. If I were in their place, I'd just be like even going all out. Who's given about
Surely.
yeah.
You know what? I'd say turn off ghosting. But I think even if you do that, blue flag cars are still forcibly ghosted. So
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
the dirty air,
Yeah, that
the dirty air effect still comes into play even if you are ghosted. We've had a few breaches of blue flags in our last few races.
hmm.
So it's yeah, it's just a good safety net to have, I guess, to have the blue flags. Sorry, the ghosting
Could
stop.
we go on board Helium? I think this is a very crucial move he has to make because he is going for the undercut on the drivers in front, on his rivals in front, and he will get a massive one, mind you, because he is pitted to mediums and these tires are rapid for the first few laps or so. As you can see, he's already hurrying the Ferrari through the last corner, which is very hard to do when you're on worn out tires. You require a lot of grip, and yeah, he does have it. And
Why is Zeus even
again, you can see that Ferrari just so nimble and fast and agile on the straights, but yeah, unable to brake as late as Helium there and locks up. Helium, I think Helium locked up as well there, or was it Ferrari? He just locked up. But Helium does go around the outside and gets that move done. That's crucial for him, and I think he has gotten the play move on Pre. If Pre were to pit right now, I think he would come out behind Helium.
he mostly might, but I think he just about be there because I see that the delta between them is somewhere
20
hovering
odd
around
sec.
21 seconds.
Yeah.
21.3 seconds, if my math is mathing. But and we should also be somewhat close to his pit stop window, his second pit stop window. Um, yeah, see, wait, see when he pits because I did see him pushing slightly. Maybe it's just going to go down the track, but he was using his ERS straight. Maybe main lap coming in soon.
Leezy is stuck behind a car who's on 15 lap worn tires than he is on. And he was unable to pass him, but yeah, not for long as he's going to use ERS and get past him. It's still very puzzling that he was not able to stick behind ABD there through that last section of the track, given the tire life difference there. So yeah, Sleazy is another one to keep an eye out on. Maybe those two Ferraris will be battling shortly. King James is all over the back of Zeus right now, and we do know Zeus loves to defend very aggressively. Let's see how long it takes King James to get this move done. Is he going to send it down the inside? Yes, he does. Goes for the almighty dive bomb and just keeps it within track limits. That's it. That is a textbook send it down the inside move right there and gets that place very nicely. Hopefully, he can keep that very nimble Ferrari behind. That's Helium going on the inside of Dark Knight. Again, not Dark Knight's fight whatsoever. I think he just stays behind and just saves his tires. And maybe Dark Knight's trying to get the overcut on the guys around him and have the freshest tires possible. In the latter stages of the race, we have a spin. Web of Khanna has spun around the infield. That's a very dangerous rejoin. If not for ghosting, I think that Red Bull behind him would have been blown up to pieces. Sleazy is 17 odd seconds behind his teammate. With that tire life difference, I think that battle might not happen because Zeus will pit soon enough, and yes, Sleazy will come out in front in the pit stops. But yeah, here's Kanak, who's on the one stop, so he has to take his softs for 8 more laps. Do you reckon he can do it, Dan?
It will be hard. Surely will be. I mean, not the tire, but but that stint will be quite punishing. I think
Hmm.
his tires should be crying for help by the time those last few laps come. But yeah, he'll just have to nurse them into the finish line pretty much. At the worst case, he might have to start lifting and coasting.
Hmm.
Taking the throttle as he exits. But yeah, it can be done, surely, but at what cost?
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be really treacherous in the latter stages of that stint. He's going to have to tiptoe across the track, and he's going to have to tiptoe across the track right now as well if he wants to have a fair chance of finishing the race in one piece with all 4 of his tires, because punctures are certainly very much possible when you're doing a one stop. You do hover into the 70-75% wear range, so yeah, which is puncture territory. But yeah, it's gonna be crucial for him to preserve those tires right now. We have a battle. E-Dog, well, it was a battle. Well, E-Dog just gets a nice DRS overtake on Fury. 4 lap fresher tires, and yeah, it's a given that he's going to use that tire life to his advantage and get the move done. Let's have a look. Pri is really stretching out this hard stint, I've noticed. Is he trying to go for the softs?
Zeus gets a 10-second penalty for speeding
Oh,
through the pit lane.
been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Oh, but
Yeah.
he's still not under fuel for a spa race, so yeah, he's still
Don't
okay.
know what you're talking about, mate. Don't know at all. Pri is really stretching out the hard stint. He's 16 laps into that tire, and yeah, I think he has to go for the softs. Web of Khanna has retired in the pit lane. I think, yeah, in the pit lane. So yeah, no safety car whatsoever. This game is very preservative with the safety car. It does not want to deploy it whatsoever. From what I've noticed in the last few races of that little mini season we did before this one, the safety car was a rarity to see. Uh, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a funny thing how this safety car works, because just a while ago we saw a car just parking up at the track, and I think, oh, I was just seeing the retired Mercedes of Web of Khanna coming back out on track again. Typical EA
hold
movies.
on, Dan. I think I want to interrupt you. I think Pri is trying to do something outrageous here. I think he's gonna take this till the end. The hards.
Uh,
Yes, surely. He has nothing to lose.
that is a suicidal idea, because Aradhya
5 more
just
laps, 7 seconds is the gap. Do you think he can? I think Aradhya can catch up, but do you think Pri can survive till the end?
it will be it will be a long shot. It's not happening, because look at that. Aradhya just made a half a second in the last two corners that Pri took. So surely, like, look at that. He made a whole second in the lap. So Pri
Every
has
time the delta is updating, it's going down by half a tenth, half a second. Well, a tenth at least every time it's updating. So yeah, it's going to be close.
yeah, and it looks like Pri's not the only one. Look at the likes of Mohan. Look at ABD, 22 lap old tires. Yeah, it's like there's quite a few masochists in this race today.
uh,
Yeah,
He can still pit and come out ahead, right? He can go on softs now and still be back to where he was.
yeah. But the problem
who?
is the soft tires should still be on the cars by the time they finish the race. And I think
Can the softs not do 4 laps?
They can. but it's just wasting time when you're pitting for just 4 laps on the soft side. I don't think it's advisable. I think that's why they're just stretching it out. Uh, Pre
Okay.
is 4.8 seconds is the gap. 4.7, as I just said that, it's dropped to 10. So yeah, I think most of the damage which is going to be done is going to be in sectors 2 and 3, Dan, because that's where the tires really do come in to play.
Yep, and especially now with the dirty air from all those blue flag cars. Although he will get a helping of DRS this time around. Yes, yes, you're right. He surely is struggling for grip in the last sector. As you see here, Aradhya, although is losing time now because Free got
DRS. Yeah,
he
and
has
again,
made up another second.
I think Aradhya is also going to get the benefit of DRS. I think he was. No, he didn't. He was behind the Alpine there, but I don't think he got it. Oh yeah, there is just one detection zone as well. No, for that one. So I think he was already ahead. Yeah, coming into that. But
4 tenths
yep,
gain
it
in this
seems.
corner alone by Aradhya.
Sheesh.
These two corners, not that.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so it will be it'll be quite hard. These tires probably must be in punctured territory by now.
Yeah.
He has to be really, really careful with the way he drives. Laps that are left.
Well, Pri is starting 33rd lap. Okay, so there's still 3 more laps to go for him, and surely he's not going to be able to keep Aradhya behind. But will he make it till the end? I think that's the bigger question right now. He has nothing to lose. I mean, he does have a lot to lose actually. If he gets a puncture, he's just out of the podium. If he had pit, I think at least podium was a secure, was a given. But now it's too late. Now he can't pit because he'll be not only off the podium, he'll drop down to P5 if I'm not wrong. So yeah, he just has to just hold on to these tires. He's doing the smart thing at least. He's preserving as much ERS as he can to use to defend. He didn't lose out that much time over there. As I said that, he just lost 2 tenths. Now he's gained a tenth somehow. Radhya is navigating through some left traffic. Here's where the damage is being done. 4 tenths, I think. 3.5 tenths gained in that section alone. Lap 34 this is. So, well, 2 more laps in excluding this one. He's just about to cross the line, and 2.9 seconds is the gap. I think it's going to be close, Dan. I think it'll be very close.
It surely will be, seeing that they didn't gain as much time as the last few laps. And
Oh, we have to remember that Radhya's tires are also wearing out, and he is pushing full on right now. He's not preserving tires whatsoever. And as you mentioned, those mediums are the new softs in this game. That's not going to help him. That lockup is not going to help him. The mediums are the new softs in this game, so it's going to go down to the wire, folks. 2.5 seconds, 1.5 laps left to go.
yes, and seeing how Aradhya is not being very how do I say, he's not being very shrewd with his ERS deployment either, because he knows that he's only got 2 laps to catch. Well, not even 2, 1.5 laps. We're about to Pre's about to cross the start finish line, and oh, never mind. He's 1.5 seconds now, but it will be quite tight. I think Pre's
He
got
gained a
the
tenth.
last.
He gained a tenth because of DRS or maybe ERS there. He has
He's
80%.
gonna
Versus
have DRS from the car ahead.
Oh,
The blue
it's
flag car.
actually not. Oh, this is going to be. I think this is going to be crucial for him because Aradhya's fuel is flashing, right? That can't be good either.
I think he's cooked. I think Aradhya's cooked.
I
Depleted.
battery is depleted. He's gone to harvesting. Pre's on 80% ERS. He's just gained 2.5 tenths on the main straight there. No way has Aradhya bottled this one. Surely not. We have a retirement on track,
with
but it's too late for anything. It's too late for anything. Can we go back to Aradhya and see what he's doing with his ERS right now? He's gonna have to lift and coast as well. Surely his if it's a red flashing fuel light, then he's like marginal, right? If I'm not wrong.
yes,
Doesn't it
he's not
show
less than
towards the end of the race?
he's uh, yeah, yeah, actually, you're right. By the end, even if you've got enough fuel, it's just indicated to say that you have less fuel, not that you
Okay.
Yeah.
don't have enough fuel.
It's the last lap, last sector, 1.5 seconds. It's the pro has done it, folks. He has held on to those hard tires, and Aradhya is going to be kicking himself here because he was leading the race all the way through by 8 seconds. Pre crosses the line in P1, Aradhya in P2. What a fantastic outcome we've had to this race. Look at these two. These two are still
The
going at
battle
it
for the
into the
final podium
stadium
spot.
section. Yep, battle for the
King.
final podium spot around the outside. Does he hold on to
Oh,
that? As a wheel bang, he gets spun around. Oh, King James gets spun around. Helium holds on to the podium there. I don't know what happened there. Surely another
that
look at
was
the
some
stewards room.
sketchy driving.
Yeah,
We'll have to
very
see the
sketchy.
replay.
Very sketchy. It could have been a brilliant photo finish, but we had to have some
But just
incident
look
over
at that.
there.
Pri and Aradhya within 2 seconds, and then the next car is 20 seconds away.
Absolute dominance from those two. But I've got to say, man, like, how has Pre held on to those tires? There, I have no earthly idea. It's a fantastic display of tire management. He has certainly done a Perez in the Red Bull as well. Um, well, he's won, which is something
Well,
Perez was
the
not able to
result
do.
is
But
something we'll expect from the
yeah,
21
result
season.
is different, but at least he was able to manage his tires as well as Perez was able to do once upon a time. But yeah, that's the race done, folks. Ritesh is still very vocal about that qualifying incident in the lobby, but we've had a fantastic race, Dan. I think no one could have seen that coming. Pre holding on to those hards till the end, comes across the line in P1. What a fantastic victory!
Indeed.
Well, the result is something from the 21 season if you look at it. We have a
Yeah,
Mercedes and a Red Bull in 1 and 2, and the other Mercedes and the Red Bull somewhere else.
up. You're
I
right
think
about that.
P19 and P15. Oh my god, this is a lot.
I mean, that is a given. It is Mexico after all. But yeah, that was a fantastic race. I think we are awaiting the drivers in the VC, and we are going to proceed with the podium interviews. But Dan, Madhav, anything you want to add? Because I'm exhausted. I think that was a fantastic display of tire preservation and some nice racing all
Yeah, man,
around. What do you think?
it was a chase right down to the final lap. If Aradhya had maybe, managed his ERS a bit better, he would have had a chance. But then again, Pre did an excellent job as well. So credit to both drivers where it's due. It was an amazing, you know, uh, variance in strategies that we got to see.
Yep, absolutely.
Uh,
Dan, anything to say? Add on to that?
I don't think he's here,
Okay, he's
but
gone.
yeah,
Um, yeah, we're still waiting on the drivers for the podium interviews. Madhav, I don't think I can drag. Just see if you can do that and drag
I
them
don't think
into
I
this.
can either. I'll just tell them to uh, join. Who's it? Pri Aradhya and who's it? Helium, right?
Helium. I don't think they can see this VC, so you'll have to drag, or someone will have to
Yeah,
drag.
yeah, I can drag them if they join the
They
VC.
have joined. They're in F1 voice, if you can see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have 2 out of 3 of them still waiting on P2. But as we do things around here, let's start off with P3. Helium, congrats on the podium. Nice. It was a long break from you from F1 and from sim racing. And spin in the early stages did hinder your race. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me. Is
I
it
can.
okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a long break. So rookie mistake I did was I forgot that minimum pressure means high temperature in this game. So I
Oh,
had minimum pressure all round. So my tires were at 117 constant all across. So I was just basically spinning every single corner and trying to catch it. That's basically what caused a half spin. That's maybe why I killed King James. Maybe I don't know if I killed him or not in the last corner. And I had like 3 laps of extra fuel. I had I don't know, stupid strategy. Everything was just wrong. So yeah, it's just I guess little bit throwing off the rest here, but it's fine. Might pick it up later.
I mean, surely with all these setup issues and fuel issues, I think you'll be happy with the P3. And yes, more strong results to come from you for sure. Given that you did finish P3 with all those shortcomings, I think that was a fantastic drive from you. So congrats for that, Helium. And yeah, looking forward to seeing more of that. In P2, we have Aradhya Gupta, the man who led most of the race. Unfortunately, did not foresee that there would be someone behind him going till the end. Aradhya, talk us through, and were you caught off guard by that?
Yeah, I was pretty much very much off guard caught by what Pre did. I mean, first of all, many congratulations to Pre. That strategy, I have no idea how he managed to pull that off with that low tire wear. I mean, respect to him, just amazing drive from him. But yeah, except that for me, I mean, I always had a two-stop in mind that I will always do two-stop in this race because the tire wear for me on mediums wasn't always that low. But I didn't encounter for P doing mediums two-stop. I thought P might do a medium hard when he pitted, but then when I saw him on hard, then it clocked me in that he might be doing a one-stop to end. So I was like, okay, I just need to full push to the second stint. So completely tried to maximize my second stint as much as possible, pushed the car through all the limit. Then yeah, after coming out of the pit lane, after making pit stop, the gap was just unfortunately a bit too big to capitalize on anything. Then managed to get within a second going on to the last lap, but yeah, still not enough of time. Just needed probably 2 more laps. Then would have got him, but yeah, I mean, still like amazing drive from him. I have no idea again how he managed to pull that off. Congratulations. Yeah.
Certainly, we will ask him that. But we saw your fuel icon flashing in the stream towards the last few laps. Do you think you were tight on that, so you had to lift and coast, or was that just a visual bug?
No, I definitely underfueled my car, but so in first stint I was able to save a bit. Yeah, I mean, right now also coming out of the last corner, I did run out of fuel. So I think even if I would have overtaken Pre, he would have just gotten me back because I did run out of
Oh.
fuel.
And we did see that you were pushing very hard, and I think maybe a bit. I mean, you have shown that you can manage your ERS very well. We have seen it, but I think you had very low ERS compared to Pre in the end. Do you think it was just that you were just pushing that much, you couldn't save anything, or was it just that you were catching all these lapped cars in the wrong places? What was all that about?
Yeah, I mean, it was a combination of both, but I mean, I feel like I just got too greedy with the ERS and I felt like that I needed to use it, but I think so I should have just relied on the tires a bit more to carry me there and save ERS, but yeah, I mean, I used the ERS too much on my own, I feel like.
Well, surely you'll take this as a massive learning experience, and still congrats. I mean, you had a fantastic, flawless race throughout, and P2 is not bad whatsoever. But yeah, congrats on the podium, and let's hope for more strong performances from you in the later stages of the season. Yeah, on board, onto the man of the moment, Pre. congrats on that win. I don't know how you managed to do it. I think everyone in the com box is gotten off guard. I think I certainly was. I for sure thought you were going to go to the softs, but yeah, when you did extend, yeah, you sort of managed and held on to those tires. Talk us through your race, man.
Yeah, I think honestly the pace again, like last week, pace was really really good. The first stint, the mediums are a terrible race tire here. So with the heavy with full fuel, obviously, it was all about management. So that's why at the start, those first few laps, I kind of dropped back from the Ferrari who started on pole, and I was just managing my tires. And I think then even Aradhya got by me. I didn't really try to put a much of a defense against him because I knew I was going to. I wanted to extend to lap 13 on the mediums, just because I knew that that would make the hard stint a lot easier to manage. Because I mean, I didn't really have to manage at all. Then I could go 100% push all the way through, and yeah, then the hard stint, as I said, was really good. There was a little battle in the beginning of it, I think, with Helium, and then we just all about putting consistent laps. Aradhya and me he was running a lot higher wings, so he would gain a lot in sector 2 and 3, and then I'd gain it back in sector 1. So like it just kind of ebbed and flowed like that. And then after he pit, then it was just all like completely fully pushing. Even my ERS I was using a little bit more, just because obviously I knew he was going to push. And he was really really fast on the mediums. I expected him to be fast, but it caught me a little off guard. So
Yep.
a big congrats to both him and Helium. And yeah, I think overall it was just a very nice race. Yeah.
A question for you, Pri. How much tire wear did you have on your hards by the end? Did you
I checked before entering sector 3 on the final lap. I think it was 69%. So I mean,
Nice.
puncture wise I was fine.
that's actually
Puncture wise I
good.
was fine as well. So yeah.
That's actually
Yeah.
quite good, because I was told by, like, I said it on stream earlier as well, that ABD had informed me before the race that the tire was pretty bad, and comparing this with some of the races that I've had in multiplayer lobbies, because I know that the mediums wear quite a bit. I was expecting the hards also to be quite bad.
Yeah,
but
actually the hards are a step harder. So they're the C2, and the mediums are C4. So like I guess that's where the extra durability comes from.
I did not know that.
And
Interesting.
yeah, and the game does simulate that quite well, luckily. So yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a fantastic display from you. A bit of Perez, the tire management, and then Verstappen, which is winning it. Something which Perez was not able to do. So yeah, congrats on that. And I think we do have a bit of a Verstappen versus Hamilton going on this season with Merck and Red Bull with you and Aradhya. So hopefully we can have more of that. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great season. Congrats on the win. Many more to come. I think that's 2 in a row now.
congratulations.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Thank you.
Got some momentum going into the championship. So that's great. But yeah, I think that's it for the podium interviews, and that's pretty much it for the weekend as well, folks. We've had a fantastic race here in Autodrome Hermanos Rodriguez, if I'm not wrong. Yep, Dan, any last comments to add?
Yes, the weekend's still not over. I've still got Sunday, and I've still got Monday here. It's a public holiday here where I am, so I'm going to enjoy my sleep, and I hope whoever's watching had a good race, and I hope you also had a good comeback into commentary, Moto. A great
Yeah, it was great taking the combox again. And final little word to our sponsors, Race Sims. Do check them out for some tasty wheels and pedals and cockpits and all the doodads for sim racing or your sim racing needs. Link in the description. That's it from me, Dan, and Madhav as well. We've had a great stream and a great race for all those who did